Great to be with you. We are three elders of Cross Culture Church sharing a bit about our missional journey. We are grateful that I think the start of our small community was quite missional in that it was born from a monoculture Afrikaans church in South Africa that had the vision to plant a cross-cultural church. And now, of course, we had to break through a lot of barriers still in our traditional way of thinking about church, but at least we started out with this idea of reaching the community around our church building that became very cross-cultural with the gospel. And that's how we started out with this vision of we need to do something to reach these people. And that would most probably look different to what the old church were. Over to you, Brian. I'm Thomas Dreyer, by the way. This is Brian. Next.
Yeah, hi. So one of the things that, there are a number of things that we've learned about doing this. So a value for us, and it's something we always have to strive for and continuously check ourselves on, is that relationships are obviously the core to what holds a believing community together. And so it's not about our programs, although we want to do things that are excellent because it honors the Lord. But people are not drawn to our programs. We don't have the most elaborate things going on. What we've really recognized is people that come, a lot of come, those that stay because they feel like they can become part of the family. And in the context of that, we've seen some remarkable things. We've seen atheists and agnostics come in and actually feel like they belong, and they're allowed to ask and challenge. And in some instances, they teach us things that we didn't even realize. And that's just the Lord's grace as we're able to minister to those people and lead them to Christ and his mercy and his grace. And in the most extreme situations, we've had, now we're on to 4 drug addicts who the Lord has graciously allowed us to bring off the streets and into good, solid rehab, drug rehab. Now that is just a privilege to be part of what God is doing, and that's how we live out the missional community. And to be honest, it's not because we planned it; it's because God is working in His own way and often in spite of ourselves. But we love to be part of it. Jabs.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. So, Jabulo, and I think for me, it's been quite an interesting journey. So, I think one of the things that we are learning as well in this journey is that there's so many boundaries and barriers that exist, and it's a challenge to the vision that we have for the church. But really, just through those relationships and spending individual time with some of the people that walk in who are from very different backgrounds, just giving ourselves the time to really find out about them has helped us to relate better and to walk with them better. But I think one of the struggles is just that the history of South Africa makes a lot of people want to stay in their own boxes and their own cocoons and stay with their own type of culture that they're familiar with. But most importantly is that it's really not the church programs and the Sunday worship that gets us together, but what we do during the week. And I think also not just during the week, but on weekends when we try to do the natural things that people will do. So we've learned that when we just go to the park and have a picnic, it creates some kind of curiosity for people of different boundaries to join in, because they are seeing us sitting together in our diversity and they want to know what it's about. So I think one of those lessons is just being as natural as possible and doing it outside of the church. So I think for me, that's what's been exciting to see. There are quite a few different nationalities that we've seen. And so that has shown us that it works to actually just be as natural as possible and be attentive to detail to those people who are specifically different from what we're used to.
Okay, I think our time is open. Please pray for us. Over. Not open, our time is over.